So here's an introduction into 2.5, and that is solving inequalities. There are actually two or more inequalities. Generally two is what we'll be doing, really. It's two inequalities at the same time. That's what a compound inequality really is. Okay? And so here's an example of a compound inequality. You want to know all the x's that solve both this sucker. Oh, I just revealed the rest of it. Oh my goodness. And this sucker here at the same, either one or other. Okay, so by the way, the magic symbol, remember this, the or means union. So when we write our final answer, it's actually going to be a union of whatever solves the first one and whatever solves the second one. So one, it's a solution set that's either in, it's all the x's that are either in the first one or the second one. Okay, so pause it for a second and try to solve both of these inequalities. So you should probably pause and do both of these, solve both of them on your own. Alright, so hopefully you paused and took like a minute to do that, and so ta-da, here's what it should look like. Here's what you should have gotten. Okay, so x is greater than 2, or, in fact, I should probably put that in there, x is less than or equal to 1. Okay, so you want the answer to be everything where x is either greater than 2 or less than or equal to 1. Either one of those are okay. So how you can kind of try to figure out is a similar deal that we did earlier in the year with union. It's either this here or this here. Okay, so x is greater than 2. I'm going to draw both of those here. I'm going to pause and draw both of those so it doesn't take up too much time. So actually you should try to do it on your own as well. So here we go. We have the top one here is that x is greater than 2. So that's to the right there. And x is less than 1 is here to the left. Okay, so it's or, so we want the union of those. So what's in either one or the other? And so what is that? Well, it's this bit here combined with this bit here. Oh, whoops, pasted way over there. All right, good enough. So boom, that's the solution. So the solution is all the x's that solve either this inequality or that inequality. So it's really only things that between 1 and 2 don't do either one or the other. Okay, and so that's how you solve a compound inequality. You've got the normal stuff that we're just doing today in class, and then it's combined with finding unions or intersections. Okay, so I'm going to do another one where it's and then that's it. So that's a pretty short video. We should hopefully be done in about another 3 or 4 minutes. So here's another problem that's very similar. In fact, the left inequality is identical to the previous one. Alright. So 2x plus 10, 2x plus 6 is greater than 10, and 3x minus 7 is less than or equal to positive 2. So pause for a second maybe and try to do this on your own. And so it should be boom right here. Okay? So you want all the things, all the x's that are both greater than 2 and less than negative 3 at the same, less than or equal to 3 at the same time. So, looks a little off, let me fix it. But, so yeah, how do we do that? Well, we do the same thing. You can kind of show your work with these number lines here. I think that's helpful. Okay, you want x to be greater than 2, and heck, I'm just going to copy from a second ago. Boom, there's x greater than 2, and x is less than or equal to 3, and heck, I'll copy from a second ago again. Only this time, oh wait, it's here, so I gotta make it a little longer here. So you want all the points that are both greater than 2, so the top one, and less than or equal to negative 3. So that's the middle one. So what points are colored in for both of the number lines? The and, one and the other. This is an intersection. Well, it's everything between 0, 2, and 3. Not including 2, but including 3. So we include 3, but we don't include 2, and we shade in between. So there we go. We have all the numbers. They're between 2 and 3, not including 2, because it says x is got to be greater than 2, but then it's also got to be greater than or equal to 3. Another way of writing that, by the way, is what I did today at the end of the class. Another way of writing that, it's the same thing. Let me type it in. 2 is less than x is, and I'll just copy and paste from this sucker over here, less than or equal to 3. So another way of writing this is the compound inequality that I showed today in class. That is, 2 is less than x is less than or equal to 3. That's what this number line is saying here. In interval notation, by the way, I've kind of skipped that. That would be 2, comma, 3, and then the bracket means we're including 3. The parentheses means we're not including 2. So there you go. It's a pretty quick one. Hopefully that's enough to get us started tomorrow so that when we jump into this section, which is kind of challenging, it's not overwhelming.